Once again, it's on. Now, I didn't talk about this yesterday because yesterday was a busy day. Today is a new day. Now, let's stay right where we need to be. You might say, well, where is that, Sino? Where we need to be is in an open area. An area in which things could get done, things could get resolved, business can take place and be consumed the right way. Now, we've all heard what Draymond Green said on Pat Bev's show. If you want to go support the Pat Bev show, please go do so. I advise you subscribe here, like, share, and subscribe to the page. The Patreon is Carcino for Life. My Cash App is Carcino. It's in the banner. You see the banner. Support the page, and you're going to see a lot more to this because this is why I didn't make a video about this yesterday. There's more to this story that has ever been told. Oh, yeah. And that is Patreon exclusive only. Will I make one? Will I release that video on Patreon? Maybe one day. But that will be Patreon exclusive. This is really the aftermath of that situation. Everybody's focus was the punch. There was things that happened before the punch and during this situation. So we're going to get into all of that. But there was a lot of parts that weren't going in the right direction, and a lot of reasons why certain decisions were made. Now, let's move forward and stay focused here. But you're not going to want to miss the Patreon. Yes, that's VIP material. Sorry. Those for the VIP only. When y'all hear what happened, man, the Warriors is a mess right now. A straight mess. The way they're able to get work out of these guys, knowing what's going on, is crazy. Now, here's this situation here. Pops is right. Draymond and Jordan Poole were cool. Like, they were like boys. When Jordan came back to the team, coming back from G League, was able to get some playing time and came back on the court and got back with the team, there was a situation that shouldn't have happened. Draymond punches Jordan Poole. What was said, what wasn't said. I already told you what he said. And, right, it happened. Now, what all of this is going on right now, what people are not talking about, that should be talked about, is that Draymond Green was at fault. Right? Only because Draymond Green really told you it was his fault. He shouldn't have reacted the way he did. He had no reason to hit Jordan Poole in the fashion that he did. And once he did that, it created a cycle of events. Now, The embarrassment that happened for Jordan because it was recorded and put out in front of the world ruined everything about the Golden State Warriors. The league was pissed. The Golden State Warriors was pissed as an organization that their good flowery image has just been tainted. Draymond Green was on his way out. And he knew this was going to be his final year in Golden State. Poole's contract guaranteed that. This was his swan song. And he was going elsewhere and to get his money. Now, he was rest assured that was the situation. And at that moment in time, that was the situation. People forget Poole's contract negotiation. He hadn't signed. They were in negotiations. The Warriors were 50-50 on what they were going to do with the Jordan Poole situation. Because of how Jordan Poole played in the NBA Finals. Bob Myers was under the pressure that they were going to be crushed because they weren't going to keep Jordan Poole. He was going to be signed and traded to another team so that they could get something for Jordan Poole. After the NBA Finals, that was the plan. To show the fans, but they was like, we might have to keep Jordan Poole. We don't know how long Draymond's got. We've gotten all the great years out of Dre. Bob Myers was in a catch-22. Oh yeah, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the good stuff. But he was in a catch-22. He didn't know what to do in this situation because they've already messed up the money. You see, Wiggins got his bag. He was signed. They knew they were keeping Wiggins. Poole was the X factor in the situation. This punch solidified the deal. They had to pay Jordan Poole. And Draymond, once the $160 million contract was agreed to with the Golden State Warriors, Poole was going to be a Warrior. That was it. And Draymond, at the end of the year, would basically have to find another team. That's what the situation was looking like. It was very bleak. And it was very much something that they did not want to discuss. Anyway, people were gunning for them in a way that you couldn't believe, from like sports media, people on the inside who didn't have, the best interests, and they never said who leaked the video. They found out who it was, but they never released that to the public. Who was the person that recorded it and leaked out just that clip to TMZ where Draymond hits him, when they probably have the whole thing on tape? Just that clip. to make Draymond look bad. It lowered his value as far as how much should we pay this man. So if anybody wanted to sign Draymond Green, because he had another year on his contract after the fact, but Draymond was probably going to be dealt. This punch changed everything in the direction of what the Warriors was going to do. It solidified them in the direction of we're keeping Jordan Poole. Poole and Wiggins both got signed, kept the bag. Now, Poole's arrogance was at an all-time high, but not really the way you think. It was crushed by the embarrassment of the punch. Every time he sees someone, he know they saw him get punched in the face. So the bravado that he has on the court, he was rattled. He didn't have the confidence anymore. It was off and on. And throughout the season, after Draymond's speech of saying, I'm going to apologize to the father, Draymond Green never, ever, ever in his infinite wisdom ever went to apologize to that man and his wife for what he did to Jordan Poole after going on a podium saying that he would. He went and got his family, and he didn't say a word to them. So what he meant, his father meant by saying avoiding him, meaning that you avoided to come up and speak to him and his wife and apologize for what you did. As a man, he don't respect that. His father ain't gotta go up to you. Why is the dad, the parent, gonna go up to another player and get in his face about what happened? That's not his job, to make it harder for his son. As a man, Draymond should have walked over there to his mother and father and apologized for what he did to his son. Now, Pops is a big dude, Dre. I mean, he probably ain't no professional athlete no more, but Pops is a big boy. But Dre is a professional athlete. I would not advise going at it with an active professional athlete. That's like me fighting LeBron James. I would just fight him to fight him. Like, I'd be like, I know I'm gonna land a punch, so I'm cool with it. But it ain't gonna probably be a good idea for me off the couch rolling around with LeBron. So, no. So the father was right to say the way he felt, because Draymond is wrong for keep going on podcasts, dropping hints, and keep talking about the punch. If you sorry for something, dog, you from Saginaw, Michigan, man. You know better. Talk about when you got knocked out on the basketball court in Saginaw. On the pickup games, when you was running your mouth. They ain't take that in Saginaw. They got knocked out. Yeah, he got knocked out. You little fat boy sitting over there talking crap. Man, ain't nobody gonna touch me. I know that right now. We gonna be throwing hands. Yeah, all right. Then they laid your ass out on the basketball court. You woke up, I'll give you credit. You was still talking. You woke up and kept talking. And when you were okay, shoot, I'm rusty. That ain't doing nothing but help me get some sleep. I'm back better. Why you ain't talk about that? You on the podcast show. Talk about how you got knocked out. Now, you was throwing hands. I ain't say you went out like a punk, but you got knocked out. Now, let's sit here and be real about it. Draymond did a punk move. He went over there and going on these podcast shows talking about some, I'm going to talk about it at my own time and I'm going to tell everybody what, the real reason why I did what I did. Dog, we know why you did what you did. Ain't nothing more to say. You can't, dog, let it go. Don't tell somebody on the world and on the podium how sorry you was and how you apologize to the organization and all this, but you keep talking about it on podcasts. Shut the F up. Either you gonna say it or just shut up. Get over it. Why you keep harping on it? Jordan Poole has not talked about it. He don't talk about you. They bring your name up, he goes, no. He not talking about you, dog. Why do you keep bringing this man up? I know you got a podcast show and you ain't got nothing to talk about. You just be up there fumbling, man, and then, as players, we need to do a better job of, making sure, man, that these balls are dry and that the court is dry, because you can slip. And I know it's hard because it's a lot of sweat, and I'm not saying we might need a extra ball boy or somebody out there or get a longer broom to get the sweat up and make. I think the broom should be longer, and you know how they roll out the tarp in baseball. They should probably have like a one big broom that cover the whole court and just have them go up and down the court. I mean, he's better off doing that. I mean, that's what a Draymond Green podcast sound like, bro. He needs a dance partner. He cannot hold a podcast with just himself. Believe me, it's like listening to cats screw. It's terrible. I ain't never want to tell him that, but Dre, I'm telling you, your podcasts suck. You need guests or somebody else to be up there with you. You don't have what it takes to be a podcast anything. Your interviews are even just dry as potato chips. You need some help. I don't know if, my man from Fox, Colin Cowherd, is going to come help you out, but you need Colin. You need somebody up there to help you out, bro. Because it just sounds awful. Now, let's get to the real. Pops is right. You are wrong. Pops talked to you very aggressively because he's tired of it. And now he ain't on the Warriors no more. So now he can say what he want to say. His son been traded, bet. They decided to keep you because his son was inconsistent. He was unhappy, could not play with Draymond being on the team. His confidence was rattled. He needed a whole fresh start, and the story is a lot bigger than what you know. These are just the faces that you see. On the VIP Patreon, you're going to see that it is a lot bigger than this. Oh yeah, it is bigger. The Golden State Warriors have been keeping this thing quiet for a while, but yep, Poole was gone. And I knew Poole was gone, and you could see it in the play that they were having near, and during the season. And Steve Kerr was trying to keep a Band-Aid on the whole thing. Everybody else didn't seem to understand. Yep, subscribe, hit that bell, like, share, subscribe. I don't know. We just got to flash that thing on the big screen so people can see it. The Cash App is Carcino. You already know that. And definitely support the Patreon, the Carcino for Life Patreon page. And Kwame Brown Bus Life, Ticket TV, Dreamers Pro, everybody who's doing the real thing about basketball and talking about the real issues and stuff that's happening on the court. Now, do I feel that what? Man, I don't care about nothing. No, hell no. About to end this video. And when this video hit, the Patreon one should probably be up, the VIP one. So definitely check that out. Um, Appreciate all the love and support. And we out.